All right, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome aboard. We're going to do a quick flight from Manchester down to Milan. Just had to shuttle this aircraft over from Farnborough yesterday. We actually flew the Learjet up to Farnborough, grabbed this airplane, ran it over here. Now we're going back down to Milan. So I'd like to welcome you aboard. If you like this type of flying, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. We are on the ground here in Manchester. Hit the notification bell so that when I do hop into the flight deck, you get notified that I'm about to go flying. So without any further complications, we're going to go ahead and get this aircraft fired up. I already have all the passengers on board, just need to get our clearance and get programming. So here we go. Let's contact Manchester ground 121.8. Thanks, Rachel. We're going to have a good flight. So we are going to get the FMC up and running. Position initialization. Hearing all kinds of cracks and booms on the old VATSIM. So let's see what's going on. Manchester ground, Shadow 69.
Shadow 69, pass your message.
Shadow 69, stay on 210 Lima, looking to pick up IFR to Milan.
Lufthansa 2 Juliet is taxiing past holding for the Alpha 3 requesting gate.
Alicia 69, standby, break. Lufthansa 2 Juliet, taxi to stand 1 via Bravo and Juliet Echo.
Lufthansa 2 Juliet, say again.
Lufthansa 2 Juliet, taxi to stand 1 via Bravo and Juliet Echo.
Lufthansa 2 Juliet taxiing to 1 Juliet Echo via Bravo.
Ground, shot 3 Tango requesting taxi, runway 23 right.
Shuttle 3 Tango, taxi holding point Juliet 1 via Juliet Foxtrot and Juliet.
Taxi to holding point Juliet 1 via Juliet Foxtrot and Juliet, shot 3 Tango.
Alright, we're just sitting around waiting for our clearance. Let me bring that up. Let's get our checklist going. And landing gear is down, speed brake is up, flaps are up, battery is on and covered, standby power auto and covered. There we go. Seat belts on. Mass precaution good, hydraulic pumps off, fuel pumps off, interior lights all set. IFVI ground power is connected and on. We are on ground power. Let's see, emergency lights, seat belts, external lights set, cockpit lights good, alarms, oxygen, FMC. We'll set our fuel. Let's go ahead and look at our payload.
Ryanair 9er,
ready for push and start.
We need 18.2. We'll put 19 on. There we go. So we are set on fuel and
Rhino
trim air,
990
research
727
fans,
push and start approved facing
Pax
south.
Auto.
Push and start approved, facing south. Ryanair 990.
Alright, let's see if they sent us something. Nothing for us. 118630. Oh. Alright, this is one of the things makes it fun for the old VATSIM.
Shuttle 3 Tango, contact tower 118.630.
118.630, have a good evening, Shuttle 3 Tango.
Manchester Ground, good evening. EV273, request IFR clearance through to Gatwick.
ED273, standby.
Alright, well, I guess we get to stand by. Continue going through our trim air is good, circ fans good, packs left, right, autopilots are off, IRS selectors are in nav, we are already set. So we'll continue our init ref page, we're good.
ED277, you have to tell me outside the number 1 Romeo departure, squawk 7274.
So I would expect the Samba 1 Romeo.
7274, Samba 1 Romeo departure to Gatwick.
ED273 readback is correct. Report aircraft type and stand number.
EV273, we're in the fly-by-wire A320 and we're at ramp 58.
ED273, roger, information Lima QNH 1011.
Information Lima QNH 1011.
And ground Shadow 69.
Shadow 69, go ahead.
Yeah, looking for clearance to Milan with information Lima.
Shadow 69, report aircraft type and stand number.
738210 Lima.
Shadow 69, you're cleared to Milan via the Samba 1 Romeo departure, squawk 7501.
Cleared to Milan via the Samba 1 Romeo. And say the squawk again.
Shadow 69, the squawk is 7501.
7501, Shadow 69.
Shadow 69, readback is correct. Information Lima QNH 1011.
Manchester Ground, good evening. Speedbird 1241 holding short Bravo 3.
Yeah, sorry about that, folks. Had to do something to adjust
Speedbird
my
1041 taxi stand
had to
42
pop out of
via
VR so I could get to
Bravo
my
and Juliet
transponder.
Foxtrot.
We will continue going. We are set. Samba 1 Romeo as filed, and then
Taxiing to stand 42 via Bravo Juliet and Foxtrot Speedbird 1241.
there we go. Get these all reset. And okay, look at that. Settings back over here. And we'll go plus. There we go. Alright, so now we can go back to our flight. We are on the Samba 1 Romeo departure, then we'll get her all set up. Runway 23 right, Samba 1 Romeo. 23 right. And then we will arrive into Milan via, we'll be landing runway 35. ILS Zulu, runway 35. Perfect. And that'll be coming in from the
ready for taxi.
Ryanair 990, taxi holding point
OD2
Juliet
Romeo.
1 via Delta Papa Kilo and Juliet.
Delta Papa Kilo Juliet, holding point Juliet 1. Thank you, Ryanair 990.
OD2 Romeo. We'll cancel that. We'll do that here in just a minute. So Odina, OD2 Romeo. I don't have an OD2 Romeo. OD3. Let's see what we got for charts on Milan. Alright, so Odina 3, Odina 2 Romeo. SRN2. SRN2 November. OD2 Romeo. I don't know what it's doing. And then we'll go ILS Zulu runway 35 right, so we'll add that. ILS Zulu runway 35. And we are coming in on the, so they want us on VOG probably.
All stations, Manchester QNH 1010.
ILS runway 35. So we're coming in on this side, so I would expect we're coming in on VOG. And then now to our route. So we are departing on the Samba 1 Romeo to Samba. Then we're going to November 859er. We will exit that at HON. Uniform Lima 612. We'll exit that at Resmi.
Taxi to stand 103 by Alpha, Bravo, Delta, Echo, Zulu, Zulu, Orange.
Resmi. Then UN 491.
Shanix 749 at the stand is 103.
103.
We will exit that at Lasat.
Ryanair 990, taxi holding point Mike 1 via Juliet.
Where we will go direct to Dev D.
Juliet 990.
EG273, request taxi.
Rippus. And Gersa, Golf Echo Romeo Sierra.
Ryanair 990, contact
So, son.
tower 118.630.
118.630. Thank you and goodbye. Ryanair 990.
Sosan to Odina. And then our arrival. So that will be next page, Odina. So Odina, soar up. Log, we're good. Activate, execute. Let's take a look at that one. We'll pull the map up. So we will go legs, step. Down and across. Further down.
273, request taxi.
Easy 273, stand 58, push start
It's kind of an interesting one.
Push and start approved. EGCC.
UDAP, let's see what it looks like on Navigraph. So flight. There we go. Now let's see what approach. Approach is available. We selected ILS Zulu UDAP. We'll have to change that then. See how that looks. There we go. So we just need to change that in our arrival. Execute. Now our wrap should look good. Let's see. Execute that. Perf in it. And we're going to go with our zero fuel weight now. Okay, zero fuel weight 117,993, so 118. And our planned fuel 18.2. So we'll go 18.3. Reserves of 3.1. Cost index is all the way over here at 6.7. And our cruise altitude, flight level 370. Top of climb wind is 244 at 7.2.
All stations. Manchester ground is now closing. Contact tower 118.630.
118.630. Thanks, ground.
Thank you, ground. Thank you.
All right. So what is our transition altitude? So there you go. And we can look up our transition altitude here. And doesn't look like they have a...
29 Mike Charlie, Manchester Tower, you're on frequency.
Alright, well, we'll put this up to 370. We can always change that.
Easy 29 Mike Charlie, via Mike 1, surface wind 18 degrees 8 knots, runway 22 right, clear for
continue
takeoff.
here. So we're good. We are executing this. We're set to go there. N1 limits, we're not going to worry about it. Takeoff, we'll go flaps 5. Drop that in there. Should give us a good CG, about 4.40. So about 4.5. About right there, we're set. And that'll give us our speeds. 131 V1, V rotates 133, and V2 144. So we'll set 144 in our speed.
Manchester Tower,
and
good
continue
evening.
on with our
EVGA FTW3
checklist. So
request
back
taxi.
over here onto the checklist. Alright, so we've made it all the way through there. We can go ahead and set that up. Fuel pump's coming on.
Mike 1 via Golf and Juliet.
And we want to go here. And APU can come on. Alright, while we're waiting for the APU, we'll go ahead and verify what's going on here. Onto our legs page, we will step through again.
Manchester Tower, Dynasty 201, LSA 340 on the procedure plan for runway 23 right.
So approach, we'll do our arrival and our departure again. So we'll be on the
1 Manchester Tower, continue approach runway 23 right.
to Odin.
Continue approach 23 right, Dynasty 01.
ILS Zulu runway 35 UDAP and execute that. So we should be good. Let's go back through. Let's step through legs.
Easy 273 via Mike 1, line up runway 23 right.
Line up 23 right via Mike 1, easy 273.
Ah, that's what it is. No, doesn't like that. Soar up. Well, we'll look at that here once we get in flight. Plenty of time to change that. Let's get this aircraft off the ground. We do have our APU running, so we can go ahead and engage those. Disconnect our ground power.
Manchester, November 149.
And we're going to flight 370.
Easy 29 Mike Charlie, nothing further I'm afraid. Monitor Unicom 122
And then
Malay.
our landing altitude, 350. Alright, so we are set there. Squawk altimeter, we're good. Initial altitude set, 370.
373, surface wind 180 degrees 8 knots.
And runway heading, let's go back
Runway
over
23
here.
right, clear for
Runway
takeoff.
323 right.
Take off, easy 273, thank you.
231.
For radio check, readability 5.
Two, 3, 1 is set. All across. Heading. Elevator trim set. IS Mach speed good. Yaw damper can come on. And cross feed. Check. Closed. Good to go. Up to APU. Nothing else down here. We are set on there. Let them know we're about ready to push. Come through here. Window heat come on. Hydraulics, electric, come on. We are set. You guys are all good. There you go. And we'll turn those off because we are about ready to push. Alright, window heat, wing, de-ice, hydraulic, flight altitude set, landing altitude. Flight directors can come on. LNAV, VNAV.
273, contact London Control on
There we go. We are set. No
127.1
auto throttle just yet.
Good day.
Auto brake coming down. Rejected takeoff. Reset our fuel.
London Control 127.105.
There we go. We are set. Almost ready to go.
All stations, Manchester Tower is now closing. Monitor Unicom 122.8. Good day.
Bye-bye.
22.8 now. All right, lost all our ATC so far. So before start, parking brake has been set. Chocks have been removed here in just a moment. Take off briefing, packs left and right off. Anti-collision light will come on now. On this menu, we will pull up our pushback. Tug is set. I'm going to go ahead and start my pushback here in a minute.
Master traffic Dallas 201 over 6040, final approach at 23 right.
And let's go ahead and start our pushback.
Cockpit to ground.
Manchester traffic, Shadow 69 pushing off of stand 210.
Cleared for pushback and start straight back. Roger that. Ready for push straight back. Brakes off.
Brakes off.
Brakes released. Brakes released. Here we go.
And looking for 22 or better here, and then we'll introduce fuel. Fuel coming on. While we're doing that, I'm going to check, make sure the stream's doing okay. Think the stream's doing all right. Setting brake. Brake is set. Engine coming off. We'll switch to the other starter. Bring that one on. Again, looking for.
Steering pin is disconnected. Watch for the slip release from guidance on your left. Have a good flight.
Fuel. Dixer.
Master traffic Dallas 201, 8 mile final, 23 right.
All right, both motors are started. We'll switch those to continuous. Yeah, get those generators on. Go ahead and shut this one off. We can go ahead and turn this off, set this up, these two down, get our pitot heats on, and we should be good to go. Let's go ahead and follow the checklist. Gen switch is good. Voltmeter coming over to Gen 1. We are all set there. APU bleed packs, isolation valve in auto, probe heat on, engine anti-ice, flaps coming down. 5, trim has been set. Flight controls are free and correct. Recall is good. Lower display unit clear. Request taxi. Taxi lights coming off. Runway turn off lights, and we will do our TCAS test. If I can reach it. There we go. Run through the TCAS test. And we are ready for taxi. We're going to run a taxi over to runway 23 right.
Test.
Pass. So we're all the way up here. We're going to have to go through this way. Yeah. So we will have to come we're going to have to go all the way around everybody. So we are right there. We're going to go ahead and start our taxi. Brakes released. And throttle's coming up. Oh, now it's my fault.
Liverpool traffic provider 5224, taxi to Hunting Beach Alpha 1, runway 27 by uniform and Alpha Liverpool traffic.
And I am going to do one thing real quick. General options, data, delete rolling cache, apply and save, go back and resume our flight. There we go. Alright, we are on our way. I don't think we want to go up that way. That's to the pier. We'll go up here, make a right hand turn. No idea what we're on right now, so got a heavy landing there.
Manchester traffic, Dallas G201 vacate via Bravo Delta.
Follow this out and see how far we go.
Manchester traffic, Dallas G201 taxiing via Bravo and Juliet, 55.
Bravo Juliet 55. There it is. Manchester traffic, Shadow 69, taxiing runway 23 right via Delta Papa Kilo Juliet, Manchester. And Frank, welcome aboard. Just taxiing out of Manchester here. Got the scenery finally to load, so I thought it'd probably be a good idea to get out and fly out of Manchester, go back down to Milan for a little bit. Going to be about a 2-hour flight. Thanks for joining, man. Appreciate you. And we'll go out here, take Kilo. Kilo will turn into Juliet.
Full traffic, Ryanair 5224, departing off runway 27 for the Wow 210 departure, full traffic.
That was a fun taxi. That was a good little taxi get sorted out, huh? All right. We'll go down here, see how we do.
Manchester traffic, Dynasty 201 on blocks. You guys have a nice flight.
Thank you.
For the traffic taxiing, there seems to be an aircraft on short final.
Yeah, I have them in sight.
Good stuff. Have a great one. Bye-bye.
Thanks, sir. Flying a Tui. Alright, so coming back over here. Actually, we need... Why shouldn't I leave, Frank? Ah. Ah, thanks, Frank. Alright, we are set there. We have taxied. We are set. We are coming up to the end of the runway. We're going to hold short, make sure that the final is clear, and then we'll taxi out runway 23 right. So we'll come up right here. Alright, taxi speed, we are good. Alright, we're all set there. We're going to line up. Parking brake is set. We're going to go ahead and armor that auto throttle now. Center fuel pump's good. Anti-ice cabin lights. Flight instruments are good. Engine instruments are fine. Brake temperatures are A-OK. Takeoff data has been put in. We need to verify that. So let's clear that out. Bring this back over to our map page and then go to our route. Takeoff. V1, V2, V3 changed ever so slightly, but still 144 there. Then here we go. Don't see anybody on final. We'll go ahead and line up. Manchester traffic, Shadow 69 lining up runway 23 right, Manchester. And we'll get those lights on.
Manchester traffic, Seabird 722 and a 23 right, 12 miles final, Manchester.
12-mile final, got about 6 minutes, we're fine. And Manchester traffic on the ILS, 12-mile final, Shadow 69 lining up runway 23 right. I'll be out of your way before you get here.
No worries, you have plenty of time on 12 miles out, 180 knots, so no worries.
Thank you. And we are lining up runway 23 right, Manchester. And we're looking for a heading of 231 right here. That'll get us lined up on the runway. And there we go. One more little, there we go. Full brake, 40% power. Then we'll hit the toga button right here, hidden. And we are set. 40% power. We are stabilized. Manchester traffic, Shadow 69 departing runway 23 right, Manchester. Brakes released. Toga. Here we go. Off to Milan. Airspeed's live. V1 rotate.
V1 rotate. Positive rate.
Gear up. Manchester traffic, Shadow 69 climbing through 2500 for 30 flight level 370. Flaps coming up.
Have a wonderful flight. Manchester traffic, Speedbird 722, ILS 23, and I am 6 miles final. Manchester.
And with that, we're getting ready to make our right turn here. And flying the aircraft, nice and gray out there. We'll actually, I'll go ahead and let the autopilot take over, and that way we can look around in the clouds. There we are, departing Manchester. We will have our after takeoff checklist. Positive rate of climb, we are good. Auto brakes can come off. Gear can go there. Engine start switches off. Flaps have been raised. Autopilot, VNAV, LNAV, runway turn-off lights coming off. And now we just wait for 10,000 feet, turn off the landing lights. Cabin lights are set, and we are cruising along about 250 knots. Nice departure there, folks. I'm going to go ahead and turn up their displays. Turn this one down because it's very bright, washing out. And same with this one right here. Now, once we get up to cruise, flight level 370, we'll see. We might have London control on, but we'll wait and see. And how about I go like this? We'll turn this one off. And we can go back like this. Let's go out and take a look, Frank, see what the airplane looks like on the outside. This is custom livery, Bravo 737. It's my Shadow 31, or Charlie 31 Shadow Racer livery. Climbing out of Manchester. A little wobbly there. Nice clouds. I am flying a little bit of daylight. I know it's dark over there in England right now. Kind of a little more fun to have visuals of the ground and everything else. So back into the flight deck, and we can re-engage our checklist. Thanks, pal. And after takeoff has been done, climbing through 4,000 right there. If we go look at our departure, you'll see that we stay below 4,000 for a little bit. Samba, we want to be at 5,000. Then we are good to continue our climb all the way up to our flight level 370, unless we get pinged by London control. $5,000 Stamba, then we should power up and climb up to flight level 370. So we'll need to go look at this. Oh, went the wrong way with that one, didn't I? Get ready for some stutters.
Manchester traffic, speedbird 722, vacated 23 right, Manchester.
And there we go, starting our climb back up to flight level 370. What do we got going on here? So, on that arrival, we come down. And UDAP. Over, and then they want us to do that little turn at Dixer. We're good, so let's go look at our legs. UDAP C. We want it to go to Dixer. That one will go to here. UDAP Dixer. Dixer to Sorup. Oh, there, that's why. UDAP ML608, fuel's pumping down. ML608. Oh. Well, we will ignore that for now. Those are coming off. All right, so now I've got it figured out. UDAP ML608 Dixer. And then we will go C145 up to UDAP. There we go. That comes up here to there. Execute that. And now if we go to our plan, we step through it. Ah, there it is. Much better. Perfect. Just a little crazy googly there. So, all right, we are good to go. We are flying right along on our way to Milan. We'll go 40 miles out, and we are crossing 10,000. Got that sorted out. 10,000 we're set. Those are all coming off. Double check everything. Window heats, pitot heats, everything else is good to go. We can go ahead and turn off our seat belts. Make those auto. Let the flight attendants know that they can start their food and beverage service. So we are all set now on our flight plan. Thank you very much. Now it's just cruise down to Italy. Frank, what made you change your username? Not that I mind. And we are in Europe. I'll go ahead and just switch to standard. We are fine for now. Next page of our checklist is our cruise. All we have to do there is check our engines and instruments, monitor those. Fuel's going all right. Lights as required. We're good. Center fuel pumps are already done and off. So we are set. Cruising right along. Again, everyone, if it's your first time joining me, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. Hit the notification bell so that you know when I drop in. Oh, good. Frank the King 17 sounds better. I don't think we have Arcade Mac on today. I think he's actually at home enjoying the day with his family. Ah, okay.
Good traffic, FedEx 362, line up 15.
So we are cruising along. Going to be about a 2-hour flight. Let's check out our block time. About an hour and 50 minutes. So you are. I appreciate you being here. Thanks, Frank. We'll have to put you as a founding member of the stream. I don't think I've been pinged, but I am going to get outside the... Oh, well, I think maybe I can do that here. So if I go to window picker, let's see if it shows up. vPilot. I have no messages. Let's see. We do not have... We have Scottish control. No London control, so it looks like we are set to be kind of on our own. And then I can actually go over here and look, see if we can see anything on VATSIM, on the VATSIM map. There's a couple of folks open. Or it's saying, let's see. Ah, there, now it's cleaning up. Easy 2064. Haha, it's a good map to have. Alright, continuing our climb up to 370. We are currently at 220. Let's refresh this. I don't know if we'll get London Control to yell at us. Alright, let's double check. Climbing through 240. On our way to 370. Pressurization looks okay. Looks like we're cruising along nicely. We can go ahead and... There we go. Everything's up there. All set. Nice moon over there. Yeah, it's fine. I don't necessarily mind not talking to air traffic control, especially if I'm just cruising through their airspace. But it is always fun.
Very good traffic, easy, 064, push start, stand 15.
Somebody jetting along up there. Yeah, VATSIM seems to be losing its sense of humor a little bit recently. But that's okay. They're out there doing what they can. They're having fun too, so we're good. Huh. Probably distort your mic pretty good. Alright, once we get established, I will have to take my dog for a quick walk. We'll just go cruise, take a look at the aircraft, and then I will be back in a few. But we're still a minute or so away from that. Looks like we're about 10,000 feet away from that. Frank, I have 3 dogs. I have a Mastiff. He weighs about 220 pounds. So what is that? About 102 kilos. Then I have a Belgian Shepherd. So a Malinois with long hair. She's about 60 pounds. And then I have a cattle dog. Just a little cattle dog. He's about 45 pounds. So I have 3 dogs. They keep me busy, keep me entertained. They're good kids. Do you have any dogs? Do you have any pets? Cats, birds, turtles? My Mastiff, his name is Turtle, and he's about 10 years old. So he's definitely the old creaky guy of the group. The Shepherd, she's the crazy one. She's almost 2 years old. She'll be 2 in February. Nah. Golden Retrievers are great dogs. They're just happy to be around everything, so tail's always wagging, I'll bet. Oh, so it's just a puppy. Oh yeah, hopefully your potty training went well. And do you have any property, or you get to take him for he or she take them for a walk? Oh, I'll tell you what. Golden Retriever Zoomies are nothing compared to Belgian Shepherd Zoomies. She loses her ever-loving mind and just runs crazy. And then she tries to stop herself with teeth. Whatever she can grab a hold of with her teeth and try and stop. So that's good. Keep her entertained. She'll be your pal for life. And people are... Oops. Alright, cruising right along. We are just skirting London Control's airspace. I don't know that, well, we'll see what they say. I haven't got pinged by him yet. So, we'll just keep flying along until I hear something from VATSIM.
Mexico 007, over around the 220.
Cuba 996 is perfect network on the line. Constant that is 2 project.
What? Okay. Well, what are you talking about? There was the American RJ that went off the runway, and then I'm not sure which one you're talking about. Oh.
Ether traffic, Shamrock 725, pushing Pakistan 221 to face east.
Let's see, is there anybody down here? Copy, take your time. Alright, we are trucking right along, coming up on flight level 350, 2,000 feet to go, about 1,000 feet we'll get our alert, letting us know that we are 1,000 feet from our set altitude, and then we should be done. The tail strike, yep. Alright, Frank, we are just about at our cruise altitude. Once we get there, I'm going to take a couple minutes, go hang out with the dogs, and I'll be back in about 15.
Heading 080, we're currently level at 4,000 feet for a 26 arrival.
I don't know, you let me know. Do you want to just look at the inside of the airplane, or do you want to go an outside view for the time that I am away? Perfect. I'll get you set up here in just a minute. Get ready to level off flight level 370. Gonna step away, take care of the dogs, hit the catering cart. I will be back with you in about 15 minutes or so. Just make sure the aircraft does everything it's supposed to. Flight level 370 indicated. Captured, and we are set. Speed increase to about 0.81 Mach. And there we have it. We are level. Frank, I'll be back in about 15. Thanks, man. Frank, hope you're still there. Just getting back into the flight deck. Recenter my view. There we go. All right. Alice. Alice has decided she wants to eat an empty soda bottle. Thanks, Frank. All right, let's go ahead and look. We are trugging right along. Inbound to Milan. Making our left turn. We are probably getting close to the top of our descent. We'll go ahead and look at that. We are 326 miles out, 55 Zulu. So about 40 minutes from the top of our descent. That means we are about 1 hour from touchdown. So if we look right here, we'll see there's our aircraft. Just to the, oh look, there's, which airport is that one? That one will be, which one's on the east or west side? Yeah, there's Paris for you. Can't see the Eiffel Tower. Oh, I do need to check that, see if air traffic control has tried to reach me. Alright, Frank, we're back. Air traffic control hasn't been getting a hold of us, so we are A-OK for now. I do not think we have anything with us down in Italy. Nope. We might have some right here, but I doubt they'll contact us to do anything. So, zooming right back on in, there we are. And that was actually, Frank, I looked into it. That was an Atlas Air 747 that its engine malfunctioned on takeoff. They found like a melon-sized hole in one of the engine nacelles. I have a buddy that's in flight training for Atlas Air. I'll hit him up here when we are done. He's actually learning to fly the 767 for Atlas. So that would have been the airport we looked at. You can zoom in, little fella. That would be Orly that we... Yeah. Boeing's having a rough year of it, that's for sure. Between the Maxes and the Max 9s and the doors, and then a couple years ago, I work at Denver Airport, so when that 777 engine blew up over one of the suburbs, they switched out all those engines. So we will go ahead, and we do have a little bit of time, but we'll go ahead and look at our arrival and our approach. So our arrival brings us down, let's see, we don't have any speed restrictions or altitude restrictions. They do have flight level 130 into there, Saronno. Then we just make the left turn, join the ILS runway 35. Nothing specific here. So we are good. We'll go down and look at the ILS Zulu. So we're going to want to make sure that we have the correct frequency in, which is 10955. We'll check that on our init ref page. 10955 and heading 353. So we can put that in now. And I'll go ahead and just put in 353. Don't anticipate we'll have any air traffic control telling us which way to go. I'm comfortable with the way the aircraft is handling right now, so 353. So we will come in UDAP right there, 075 degrees. Make the turn, intercept the localizer, glide slope, and we are set. We can descend all the way down to, let's see, intercept altitude of 3,000 feet. And our minimum's 537 feet. So we'll get that set up in here. .537 is set. That's 200 feet. Perfect. We are good to go there. And then we can bring this down to 3,000 feet. I'm going to use my little knob here. So intercept 353, 3,000 feet, 8.5 miles from the end of the runway. And 3-degree glide slope. And what are we? We're landing at Milan, Linate. And looking at our missed approach, proceed on 353, climbing to 3,000 feet at 2.5 after Lin. At 1,000 feet or above, turn right, 220 knots to intercept and follow. Radio 103 from Lin. Lin is 112.25. And that one will be the, which one? 103. There we go. Set there. We can bounce your range out a little bit. We'll go 40. There we go. Continuing our flight. I'd like to thank you guys for joining me. Thanks, Frank, for being here. It's always fun, a little tedious up here when we're at cruise. But good chance to talk about things such as the Miami 7.4. So, yeah. We're not going to do the hold here. So I do believe we are set up. We can go ahead and set our auto brake over to 2 in preparation for landing. Everything else appears to be going okay. We are set up with our altitude. Cabin altitude's looking okay. No climb, no descend on the pressure, so we're good in here. Yeah, we are cruising right along. Let's see how we're looking. We'll go 30, but we will also go over here, progress. 11.2 minus 8.2, that's going to give us 9.2. Or 2.2. Or 2.0. So back over here, sorry my math is all crazy. So 2.0, so that's going to be 127. Drops about 1 knot, so we're good there. Man, there's a good long flight for you. Alright, we got this all set. Airport elevation. Oh, look at that. 353 on adding a 353. Runway 337. Sweet. Trucking right along. And I don't think we are not yet in Italian airspace. At 370, I probably should have bank angle limited, but we are okay for now. Actually, I don't know if bank angle is actually modeled in this aircraft. Picking up a little bit of a tailwind now, so you're doing all right. Chugging along at 490 knots ground speed. Tell you what, scenery's come a long way since the time Flight Simulator started. Frank, do you actually have a flight simulator? How much do you fly? And are you flying MSFS or are you on X-Plane? P3D? Nice. Well, if you ever come up with a stream, post it up for me. Let me know. It's a good one for now. A lot of the general aviation airplanes are great. Once you get into the airliners like this, there's only a few that work. The Phoenix and the Tolis and the PMDG. I enjoy the heck out of that Learjet. That's a good corporate plane. X-Plane, I used to have the Phenom 300. That was a great plane to fly. Yeah. The other one I need to get back into is I do have DCS. So flying the fighters in VR is amazing. I think it's as close as you can get. We should be about 20 minutes away from the top of our descent. Let's see the range. It's not on there just yet. Yeah, I like the F-18. Just got the F-15 a while back when it was released. Super fun airplane, but again, that's another one that you really need two people to sort of enjoy it. Have your Rio, and then the pilot. So back over to the F-18 here shortly. Need to go in and start flying that one again. I want to say yesterday when we were flying up to Farnborough, we kind of had that same fog bank down there. Interesting. Must be a little valley. Oh yeah. So we are set up for our descent. We have our altitude set to 3,000 feet. We are all dialed in for the ILS runway 35 at Milan, 10955 with heading of 353. Airport elevation's 353 and then the runway's 337, I think. Do have auto brake set to 2. And we will just pull off and we'll park over by the Armani hangar gates. That is one thing we do have to take into consideration. The big old mountain range there just north of Milan. So if we look on here, all this is mountains. So we'll probably, let's switch to the VFR or FAA sectional. So 15.2, 15.7, is that 17.4? 17.4. Oh no, that's 16.2 for there. So we probably want to make sure that we're above 16 before we get to Odina. Let's see what Odina has us at. Oh, look at that. Odina, they're showing us at 266, solar 180. Yeah, we should be good. And top of descent just coming in. And we'll go back over. We don't need all of that. We'll go to the map. Let's try satellite, see what satellite looks like. Not horrible. There we go. I wonder if there is a transition altitude. I did not see that when we were looking. By air traffic control. So we'll stick with our 18,000 since I am a Yank. Oh yeah, 500 knots across the ground. We'll be heading down that way here in just a minute. Nope, somebody just came on. Langen Center, Langen Control. Haven't hit me up yet, so we'll keep on flying. Looks like there's a bunch of airplanes coming out right now. Zurich. We're just shooting through their the edge of their airspace. I guess I could probably put this down a little bit. How's that? A little better? That way we can see out the window. Great weather engine right there. Look at that. Got some fog rolling over the mountains. Or the hills, because there's the mountains. Frank, how you doing? We're about 10 minutes away from starting our descent. That means we're probably about 30 minutes, so 40 minutes away from landing. Now, Frank, are you in the UK? Excellent. Guess we could put traffic on the first officers. There we go. I think we're squirting right along pretty good. There it is. There we go. Just about ready to pass just to the right of Zurich. See if we can see that airport. A lot of airplanes coming and going out of that airport right now. There's that guy. Don't have them on traffic. There's an airplane. There's Zurich. Zurich Airport right there. Got that guy climbing out. Wonder where that guy's going. Kind of an odd departure. Maybe just flying GA. Maybe that's where we need to fly into once. Zurich.
Traffic 902 heavy, second by runway 26.
Alright, started our turn. We are now heading over the Swiss Alps into the Italian Alps. And we'll cross those. We are coming up about 40 miles away from the top of our descent. So about 5 minutes out. There you have it. Joseph, what the fuck are you doing? Bro, you need to get this PMDG. Frank used to work with Joseph. He used to intern at the airport I work at, and he just got his flight sim. He's starting to fly with us. We have a group of people that fly. So yeah, Joseph's good guy. I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna fly anymore today. Maybe. You hit cap up or let me know. I'll hit cap up. I gotta land, then go do the dinner, hang out with the dogs and the missus for a little bit, and then did you have a good time the other night, Joseph? It was a good flight. Good flying. I came back and you were gone, so didn't get to say goodbye. Copy. All right, about 20 miles away from our top of descent. That's going to be about 2 minutes from now. And we should see that happen pretty quick. We are decent altitude. We should clear these mountains. Once we get across, we will descend. We should be joining the arrival, 12 miles away from joining the arrival for runway 35 in Milan. So we are, probably 30 minutes away from touchdown, park, and shutdown. So take this opportunity to say thank you very much, everyone, for joining me on this flight. It's always fun to get out and fly. If you like this type of thing, hit that like and subscribe button, the notification bell, so that when I do hop into the flight deck, you get a notification. And thanks, Frank. Yeah, then the notifications, so that when I do hop in, you guys are made aware and you can join me if you're able. I appreciate being here. Thanks, Frank. Let's zoom in on our map there. You'll see. And we will start our descent momentarily. You'll see FMC speed, LNAV, VNAV path. It'll try and hold 0.80 all the way down until we join the actual arrival or approach. So here we go. Got our glide path. Tip over. See the throttles reduce here on their own. Gonna need some spoilers. Joseph, thanks, pal. Thanks, Joseph. Have a good one. Copying. Should be about 30 minutes. Take your time, pal. Appreciate it. So we can do this while we're here. Checklist, bring that back up. De-ice, no, we're good there. Landing altitude set, recall has been checked. Radio altimeter barometric minimums has been set 537. Auto brake set for 2. Altimeter, we're good for now until we pass 18,000 feet. Below 10,000 feet, 250 knots or less. Landing lights on, seatbelts on. Let the cabin crew know we have started our descent. Ah. Microwave pizza gets a job done though, doesn't it? Oh, is that? I think we fly around that airport. That's a fun airport right there. If I remember right, I think it's right on the water. Yeah, that's it. We've flown around that area pretty good. There it is. Yep, I see it now. Slow us down a little bit. Alright, 109.55 set. 353 set. We'll set these 353. And 103 you're set. That'll be for the missed approach. Should we go missed? I think we should be good. We can come back in, look at our flights, go to the airports. Linate. Let's see. Weather 020 at 2 knots, we're good. Cav okay. 1033, no significant weather, so we're all right there. ATIS, no ATIS, don't think there's anything in VATSIM, Pilot Edge, or IVAO. So real world, no real world ATIS available either. Information, we're good. Back to our flight. And there we go. Nice little sunset arrival into Milan. Let's see what we can do about getting this aircraft slowed down just a little bit. 315 is what we're shooting for. Remember, the cabin crew will be by in a couple minutes to collect your trash. Put those seat backs in the upright position. Tray tables stowed. And we'll go back to the map, see if there's anybody out here. Air France. Doesn't look like anybody's going into Doesn't look like anybody's going into Milan, the same airport as I am. Looks like they're all going into MC. So back out onto our checklist, continue that. Descent, good. Approach, altimeter set. We are now below 18,000 feet. Set that altimeter. 1033, that's what it said there, 1033. Drag required. And we are chugging along. We should see the airport up on our left here in just a minute. We are on 22.8. We will let everybody know. Milan Lanai traffic, Shadow 69 joining the ILS runway 35, Milan Lanai. Slow it down. Probably gonna have to keep the speed brakes out for a couple of minutes. Nice little sunset coming off the buildings there. And we will bring up our arrival since we are there. We are doing just fine. Bring up the ILS localizer. ILS runway 35. ILS Zulu runway 35. We'll bring that one up. There we go. There's the airport. $13,000 feet, need to drop like a rock. We may be good. Coming up on 10,000 feet. Go ahead and turn on all our lights. Continuous. Oh, it's a copy. There we go. Slow her way down. Airport's back there. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to go sterile cockpit. I will hear you. I may or may not respond. Again, I want to thank everybody for joining me. We're getting ready to do our approach. We are joining you UNDAP here in just a moment, and then we'll make our left-hand turn, joining the ILS runway 35 Milan. So Coming below 10. 7,000 feet to go. Might be a little bit on the high side. So let's take control of our speed. Let's bring that back down to 220. Try and see if we can get back on profile here. Shadow, Sierra Hotel Zulu, Shadow 69. Alright. Getting ready to make the turn here. And we'll make the call. Milan traffic, Shadow 69. Getting ready to make left base. Runway 35, Milan, Lanat. "4K Aviation, welcome aboard." Oh, good googly moogly. Now I've been asked by air traffic control. Thanks, 3 November, 3 Whiskey Zulu. Sorry, I thought air traffic control was reaching out to me. Alright, we are turning base, runway 35, Milan. And we can go ahead and give the aircraft control of the speed again. Sorry, there we go. Speed brake coming off. Get a little power. Got the runway right up there. And Milan traffic, Shadow 69, turning final runway 35, Milan, Lanate. Alright, plenty of room. Got the runway in sight. We are set. We can go. We've been cleared to land, runway 35. Joining the ILS. Lights are on. Gear will come down here in just a moment. We'll go ahead and make the left turn. And we will go down to 3,000 feet, intercept the glide slope, and localizer should be coming live here in just a moment. Thanks, Frank. Welcome back. All right, there we go. Didn't miss a lot, Frank. We're just getting established on the ILS runway 35. All right, glide slope is got the diamond there. Our localizer is set right there. We'll go ahead and add flaps. 5 degrees for now. Get the aircraft slowed down. All right, approach altimeter, localizer course set, approach armed, landing gear, flaps, 15, speed brake, all that is second nature. Here we go. Let's get this aircraft on the ground. Go around altitude is 1,000 feet, so we are good there. So we are tuned in. We are 17 out, so we are not picking up the localizer just yet. About 17 miles is where we picked that one up. Flaps are set at 15. We are slowing. Speed brake can go back in. Flaps and gear should take care of it from here on in. And we are 16 out. Looks like our glide slope's starting to move a little bit. We are still descending. We will level out 3,000 feet till we intercept the glide slope. And until I see this a little closer, and this one actually highlights pink, we will, actually we can do that. Localizer glide slope. There we go. That one did go pink. Now we're going to wait for this one to come down just a little more before we hit the approach button. Should hit that right about, what'd they say? We are 8.5 out, so. Milan traffic shadow 69, 14 mile final, runway 35, Milan Linate. Gonna make up a different name for that every time I call it. And we can go ahead and arm our speed brakes, get those set for landing. Next will be flaps down, landing gear down at about 10 miles. So we got about 2 miles to go. And then once we do intercept the glide slope, we'll drop our flaps to 30. A little bit of a quartering tailwind. That might just be because we're about 3,000 feet up. Runway's in sight. Coming up on about 10.5 miles. We'll go ahead and drop flaps 15 and gear coming out. Lights are on. Ignition switches are set. We are slowing. Milan traffic shadow 69. Established ILS runway 35 Milan. Localizer has been captured. We'll arm the approach button. It looks like, oh, a little early there, but glide slope is coming down. We are doing A-OK. Missed approach altitude is 1,000 feet. So there we go. And, oh, bro, what's your beef? Forgot. Hold 3,000. There we go. Now we got it captured. Down to 1,000 feet. Alright. And flaps down to 30. Milan traffic shadow 697 mile final, runway 35 Milan. We are established, fully established. Glide slope localizer airspeed is settled. That was my mistake in switching to the approach mode too early and then lowering the altitude without having the pink triangle captured. So without this being pink, we go over the outer marker. 1,000 feet, we'll go ahead and disconnect the autopilot and then we'll hand fly the aircraft down to the runway. We will park all the way at the end over by the Emporio Armani hangar. Just a pretty little hangar. So here we go, folks. Thanks for joining me. If you like this type of flying, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button and the notification bell. That way when I do hop into the flight deck, you are notified and you can join me. So 1,400 feet, stabilized approach. Mission approach altitude has been set. Coming through 1,000 feet. Here we go. Disconnect the autopilot. And we are set. My aircraft. Lights are on.
500. Glide slope. Glide slope. 400.
There we go.
300. Approaching minimums. 200. Minimums.
A little high.
100. 50. 30. 20.
Floating it.
10.
There we go. On the ground. Got her down, slowing through 100 knots. Applying the brakes. Make a right-hand turn, exit over to the Armani hangar. We are set. That was a good one. Thanks for joining me, folks. You can go ahead and rotate this to the off position. And Milan traffic, Shadow 69, clearing runway 35 to the right. Milan. All right. Thanks for the support, Frank. That's a good one. That one felt all right. A little bit high. Kind of dropped it onto the runway, but we are A-okay for now. Taxi light only. We are set. We're going to go park at the very first gate up here at Milan, right next to the Emporio Armani hangar. And let's go back to our after landing. Transponder's good. Traffic can come off. Don't like the flashing lights. Speed brake is stowed. Landing lights set. Taxi lights, strobe lights coming off. There we go. Anti-ice APU is on. Probe heat can come off. There we go. Engine start switch is set. Auto brake. Flight director's coming off. Lower display. There we go. Brake temps are okay. Runway turn off lights are okay. We do have power, so we'll switch that over to the APU. And we'll go up here, and looks like we might have somebody ready to marshal us right there. We'll park right here. Spot Delta 4 or 04. There we go. We're just going to take a guess where we're at once we get up here. Kind of drew a little bit of a line there. So we'll go ahead and stop it right there. Set the parking brake. We can turn off both motors. Get that position light off. Once our once that gets below about 10. There we go. Oh, wrong light. There we go. And we are set. I want to thank everybody for joining me into Milan tonight. We are doing okay. Let's get the chocks set. See if we can get the jet bridge to come up to us. Request. See if it'll come all the way out here. Nicely done. Good flying, folks. Thank you for joining me again. If you like this type of flying, hit that like and subscribe button. notifications. That way when I do hop into the flight deck, you're advised and you're able to join me. We do have a lot of fun. I'd like to thank you, Frank, for being with me for the whole time. Just a beautiful little airport here in Milan. We'll hop out, take a look. Aircraft is parked right in front of the Armani hangar area there. That's a great little screenshot. We'll grab that one. Back into the flight deck, get this aircraft shut down, and we are set. Thank you, everyone, for joining me. Frank, thank you for your support. I really do appreciate it. And we'll catch up with you in a little bit. I may or may not fly a little later tonight. It is my, I guess the end of my weekend is tonight, so we'll see what I can get accomplished. All right, thanks, everyone. Appreciate you being here.